Okay, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're going to start with this one first. US launches nuclear missile in show of nuclear strength weeks after experts warn World War III has already begun. All right, and we have this one here. Nuke map shows what would happen if Russia strike UK in World War III. It's not something anyone wants to think about, but if Russia hits London with a nuke in any future global conflict, the UK has contingency plans. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on with these two news here, guys. Once again, nation against nations are building up really quick. And we talked about this one here, but this is a very important update. You have an expert sounding the alarm here when it comes to World War III. A Minuteman, unarmed, was launched last week or a couple of days ago. So we're going to see what's going on with this news here. So let me start with this nuke map, all right? And then we're going to jump with the that World War III warning by expert. All right, so do me a favor, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates and live stream. Make sure you check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. All right, so here we go. There's been a lot of a nuke map being released. Alright, so it's something none of us want to think about. But just weeks ago, the doomsday clock was moved 1 second closer to midnight, with the world now just 89 metaphorical seconds from destruction, according to scientists. Among the reasons the world is thought to be at risk include the possibility, however slim it might be, of nuclear war. It says here, and much like the 2020 event, the planning, every major Western gov does have contingency in place for dealing with a nuclear strike on a major city, with the UK being no exception to this. When Russia went inside Ukraine, many analysts feared it could be the first major milestone in a path to WW3, war on European soil, once more. And that's why you have the the European are preparing for worst case scenario. It's one of the nuke map, and this one here is London. What with Donald holding talks with Vladimir about the invasion, while Ukraine is barred from participating, and EU nations ramping up defense spending, the conflict looks like it could escalate. What's more, Donald has talked about taking Greenland and Canada, both territory part of NATO, which could spark a military response, all the while UK Prime Minister Keir has vowed to back Ukraine against Russia with troops, if necessary. But while it remains unlikely, if push came to shove and Russia did levy one of its many nuclear warheads against the UK, how bad would the damage be? One website, nuclearsecrecy.com, has a tool called Nuke Map, which shows estimate of the damage which will be dealt by various nuclear weapons. This was set up by Alex Wallenstein, a science and nuclear weapons professor at the Stevens Institute of Technology. One option is the Topol SS-25, an 800 kiloton nuke currently in Russia's arsenal. Very, very powerful nuke right there. Very powerful one. It shows that if it was dropped right on Westminster in central London, the damage will be predictably catastrophic. A 2.97 km2 area of central London will be wiped away. Gone. You guys know the book of Revelation, the mystery of Babylon, a city wiped out. Completely out. Burned with fire. Well, again, it's a mystery. What city could that be? London? New York? Can it be the Roman Catholic Church? Can it be others? Or can it be one of the greatest city that has been around for thousands of years? Don't forget the Holy Land, Jerusalem. Again, Mystery of Babylon. It's not too far. We already have the weapons that's capable of wiping out city. It's just a matter of time which one of the cities is going to see this catastrophic equipment. Now, once again, the nuke map states maximum size of the nuclear fireball relevant to damage on the ground depends on the height of detonation. If it touches the ground, the amount of radioactive fallout is significantly increased. Anything inside the fireball is effectively vaporized. This includes parts of Westminster, as well as St. James Palace and the London Eye. The next zone is the moderate blast damage radius, an area of 134 km2. This would collapse buildings and start fire. The map states at 5 psi over pressure, most residential buildings down like dominoes. Injuries are universal. Fatality, are widespread. The chances of a fire starting in commercial and residential damage are high, and buildings so damaged are at high risk of spreading fire. Often used as a benchmark for monitoring damage in cities. So you guys get the picture here. These nukes is catastrophic. It's brutal. It could block the sun. It could literally block the sun and cause a winter fallout. I mean, it is bad. It's just bad. Often used as a benchmark for monitoring damage in city. We read that part. This includes Camden, Kensington, Brixton, as well as Shoreditch and St. Pancras, Clapham and Chelsea, as well as Clapham Junction and Paddington and Battersea. Now, the third zone further from the point of impact is 38.4 km2 and includes Chiswick, Streatham, Tooting, Stratford, Hampstead, Lewisham, Greenwich, and Sydenham, and as well as Fulham and Walthamstow. I truly apologize about this name here, pronouncing these names. So the nuke map says this zone will also have a rough time of it. Third-degree burns extend throughout the layers of skin and are often painless because they destroy the pain nerves. They can cause severe scarring or disablement and can require amputation. Man, it's brutal. Finally, the last zone around the edge of London would be the light blast damage radius. This includes Rambling, Edgware, Hounslow, Barking, Chipping, Barnet, Croydon, Sutton, Woolwich, and Enfield. It is said about this area at around 1 psi over pressure, glass windows can be expected to break. This can cause many impact individuals and a surrounding population who comes to a window after seeing the flash of a nuclear event, which travel faster than a pressure wave, often used as a benchmark for light damage in cities. Man. This is the type of stuff that we have. The risk of nuclear conflict remains remote, but the warning the UK faces are increasing in scale, diversity, and complexity. That is why we must be able to deter the most extreme acts of aggression against us and our NATO allies. The UK has taken a consistent and leading approach on nuclear disarmament, but not all states have followed. Some are significantly increasing and diversifying their nuclear capability. We must ensure that they can never use those nuclear equipments to threaten us constrain our decision making, or sponsor nuclear. You know what? It says here, it may sometimes feel that these warnings are far removed from our daily lives. But the UK must have the capability to protect itself and our NATO allies. Deterrence plays a key role in keeping the public safe, and to abandon our nuclear deterrent will put us all at greater risk. Since April 1969, the Royal Navy has maintained continuous at-sea deterrence, with at least one nuclear-armed ballistic missile submarine patrolling the seas, undetected at all times, ready to respond to the most extreme warning to the UK. The fundamental purpose is to preserve peace, prevent coercion, and deter aggression. This continuous at-sea deterrent is the most capable, resilient, and cost-effective platform on which to deploy our independent nuclear deterrent. And that's where we are right now. Once again, Nuke Map shows what will happen if the bear strike UK in World War III. Which could happen, guys. It could really happen. This thing could really hit the fan. Alright, let's see what's going on with this story here. US launches nuclear missile in a show of nuclear strength, weeks after expert warn. World War III has already begun. The US Air Force just launched a nuclear-capable missile at a staggering speed, but officials insist it's just routine. The timing, however, comes just weeks after experts warn that World War III may have already begun. Let's see what's going on here. The U.S. Air Force has tested its Minuteman III very powerful equipment in a powerful demonstration of its nuclear deterrence, sending a clear message about the nation's military readiness. The test launch, conducted from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California at 1 a.m. on February 19, was described as a routine exercise, but its timing has sparked global attention. A missile traveling at 15,000 miles per hour, the Minuteman III missile blasted off into the night sky, traveling at an astonishing 15,000 miles per hour before reaching its designated test zone 4,200 miles away, near Kwajalein Atoll in the Pacific Ocean. The entire flight took only 22 minutes. Designed to strike any target worldwide in 30 minutes or less. That's crazy. Man, the Minuteman III is a chilling reminder of the destructive power of modern warfare. In the full combat mode, it can carry up to 3 Mk-128 nuclear warheads, each capable of delivering an explosion equivalent to 350,000 tons of TNT. More than 23 times the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. Can't believe we have stuff like this. The things that come into the mind of man. A test with tense timing. While the missile was unarmed, its launch came at an uneasy moment. Just hours before, the Bear deployed its own Yars ICBM for combat training. The back-to-back military maneuvers had drawn comparison to the Cold War era arms race, a period of global anxiety that many hope was long behind us. The test also coincides with a doomsday clock, another doomsday clock stuff, being set at just 89 seconds to midnight, the closest humanity has ever been to theoretical catastrophe. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist, which maintains the symbolic clock, cited nuclear tensions, the climate event, and the AI-driven warnings as a key risk to global stability. Is World War III already underway? For some experts, nuclear equipments are just one piece of a larger conflict already taking shape. National security analyst Mark and former U.S. intelligence officer Colonel Jonathan argue that World War III has begun, not through conventional warfare, but via cyber attack, disinfo, you know what, and economic warfare. Adding to the unease, Air Chief Marshal Sir Richard of the British Royal Air Force recently warned that the West no longer has total air supremacy due to rapid advancement in military technology from other global powers. The future of America's nuclear arsenal. Despite the high stakes geopolitical backdrop, the U.S. Air Force insists the Minuteman III test was not a response to world event but part of a series of over 300 similar tests conducted in the past. Acting Secretary of Air Force Gary emphasized that the importance of these launches, stating, "Today's Minuteman III test launch is just one of the ways the Department of the Air Force demonstrates the readiness, precision, and professionalism of U.S. nuclear forces. It also provides confidence in the lethality and effectiveness of the nation's nuclear deterrence mission." Now, beyond maintaining deterrence, the test gathered key performance data that will help shape the future of America's nuclear arsenal. The Sentinel ICBM, currently in development for deployment in the mid-2030s, is expected to be a more advanced and cost-effective replacement for the Minuteman III. A show of strength in uncertain times. While military leaders stress that these tests are routine, the optic of nuclear-capable missiles launching within hours of each other from rival nations are impossible to ignore. With global tensions high and new forms of warfare reshaping conflict, the balance of power remains fragile. The world may not yet be on the brink of catastrophe, but one thing is certain: nations are making sure their deterrents are ready just in case. All right. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is where we are right now, guys. Very important information here, especially with the Minuteman III. And for those of you that don't know, I think even China fires something too. And that was at the same time that U.S. fired the Minuteman III, and that was during the November election. So I do believe that we are witnessing nation against nations, but at the same time, we are witnessing some great high tensions in this, in this peace plan that's, between Russia and Ukraine and the U.S. and many others. But again, just stay focused in Christ. Stay focused. Jesus mentioned that there will be rumors of wars, kingdom against kingdom, and nation against nations. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you check out the video I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. And thank you so much for your support. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon will get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.